Okay, go.
Hello, my name is Stephen Campbell. And did you know that right now while I am talking to you, you are talking to yourself about 3 times faster? When you get alone, that goes up to 6 to 8 times faster. But here's the key. When you are talking to yourself, your brain is believing everything you tell it, without question. Ugh. So when you say, I just can't do this, do you know what your brain says? Okay. Is it true? You know what? Your brain doesn't even care. All it cares about is what you tell it. You say it, it believes it. That's scary. But here's the wonderful part. Your brain believes everything you tell it. So when you say, I can repair that relationship, when you say, I can lose that weight, when you say, I can take that course, when you can say, I can make that change, do you know what your brain says? Okay. Is it true? Don't care. All I care about is what you tell it. In fact, the foundation of cognitive psychology is that everything that you are is based on what you say to yourself about yourself. You say it, the brain believes it. And guess what? Do you know when you can change what you say to yourself about yourself? Right now. Isn't that wonderful? We'll talk more about this. Thanks.
Okay?
I know you enjoyed that. Next, we're going to talk about how the brain locks onto what you lock onto.
Okay.
Hello, Steve Campbell again. Last time we talked about the brain believing what you tell it. This time we want to talk about how the brain locks onto what you lock onto. The story that I like to tell is when I was a little boy. My dad taught me how to ride a bicycle. Took me out to this road and he said, now son, before I give you a little shove, and don't worry, I'll run next to you. You see that rock out there about 50 feet? Yes, Daddy. Don't run into that rock. So I got down on the bike, hands on the handlebars, pedaling like mad, eyes on the rock so I would not run into it. What happened? Bam! Right into the rock. That's the way your brain works. In fact, we now know that worrying is simply nothing but negative goal setting. That's all it is. You lock onto those things that could happen, and the brain thinks that you want them to. And there you go. More later.
Okay.
Next, we're going to talk about the power of affirmations.
Okay, go.
Hello, Stephen again. Did you know that you do not have one self-image? You have millions. You have a self-image for every single thing that you do. Some of them are really high, some of them are really low. And those self-images were learned. You were not born with them. And here's the key. They were based on your self-talk. They're based on what you say to yourself about yourself. Therefore, you can create brand new ones. And what I use in my seminars are what are called affirmations. An affirmation is simply a statement that, when written correctly, triggers a picture in your mind of a goal that has already been accomplished. We learn how we work, we learn how they work, we learn how to create them, we learn how to write them down, and we learn how to actually imprint them into our lives so they become part of who we are. Wow.
Okay. Go.
I've only shared two principles with you. The brain believes what you tell it. The brain locks onto what you lock onto. And from that you can create brand new self-images. But there is so much more. And that's why I'm here, to share with you what you can become. All of this is on my website. And mainly it's on a new feature that we call Moments with Stephen, which for only $12.97 per month, you can get all of these in 2-minute increments throughout the day, anytime you want. And I add to them all the time. I also have books, I also have videos, and I would love to be a part of how you can change how you see yourself by changing what you say to yourself about yourself all day long.